that well. I can just say what my experience is.
It's because I didn't have him down like this. I've always got on with him, yeah, and I've always been sound with him. I unfollowed him, I stopped speaking to him, which is what brought him into this box today in the first place. Because he was like, what's your problem? Like, why have you do you know what I mean? And then obviously I told him about it. And yeah, there we go.
Pearl's in the room as well, just to make you
aware. Yeah, no, I'm not letting Pearl in the box.
Yeah.
Because she speaks to Angie, she speaks to Jay, they're all her friends. What I do want you to do, Pearl, is go back, tell Miss Red, yeah, tell Alex, tell Jay, go and tell them all, yeah, they've been exposed, yeah, Cockapoo's a rat, Lisa wasn't lying, she was telling the truth, and it is what it is, isn't it? There we go.
Listen, Pearl was sitting in Angie's box not so long ago, ripping a bit and talking about we should be giving the both sides of the story and all that there. Listen, I've got it all recorded, so get the fuck, do you know what I mean? Where do you think I was?
1 sec, Lisa, can you just show that that picture one more time? If she might have the nurses there. If she can't, I'll do it. Yeah, she's got the nurses there, I'll do it.
Yeah. Can you do it? Yeah. All right.
So everyone that's just joined, do you remember when Cockapoo was saying she didn't send that message? She doesn't know Lisa. It wasn't her. Well, Cockapoo's removed their account today. Lisa's just gone back on the message. Yeah? Are you ready for this? Oh shit, what have I done? Hang on. I'm not a pro yet. Give me a minute. Right. Give me a minute. I know what I'm doing, I promise. Right. Right. Oh, you can't... I need to zoom in, innit? Give me a sec. Let me go zoom in and screenshot it. 1 sec, guys.
Mm-hmm.
So basically what's going to come on now is the proof that Cockapoo's account...
I'm going to show you. Listen, it was Cockapoo the whole time. She's removed her account. There's the message. User not found. It was Cockapoo. Lisa does know Cockapoo. She knows exactly who she is. User not found. There's the message. It was Cockapoo the whole time. She's dropped herself in it today by removing her account. So there you go. Everyone screenshot it, yeah? And I expect to see, do you know the videos you made calling Lisa a liar? Yeah? And now I now expect you to make a video and put that in it and say that Cockapoo's a liar and everyone apologises to fucking Lisa because she was the truth the whole time.
Yeah, and that message, like they've said, like being Lisa said, that's been around, and also Cows, it's been around about 4 weeks now.
Here.
Are you all right, Lisa? That's the message. And Cockapoo said she never sent that message and she doesn't know who she is. Cockapoo removed her account today. So we said to Lisa, go and see if it's there. Get the message, yeah? And it is, there it is. And she's removed her account, user not found. It was Cockapoo the whole time. And then she tried to make her out to be a liar. And she also turned around and said that Lisa abused the kids. Lisa did this, Lisa did that. Well, I've got court documents that I've seen. Lisa didn't even have custody of the children at the time. Cockapoo's nephew had them. So there you go. Just swallow that up.
And the thing is, though, you know, you've got your likes of, you know, DA, and you've got, you know,
like the lies and smear
campaign, and Pearl having, you know,
like
this person in her box.
Smear campaign that she had all over the internet on Lisa. This is exactly what she done to Lisa in a courtroom as well. Yeah, that lovely little Cockapoo.
Yeah,
she's the liar. She was always lying. Why do you think nobody knows who she is? Because she's got a lot to hide, that's why.
Can I just say, people are saying in the comments, I've just come back to the phone, I've just seen it, there's no username. There's not going to be a username there because the account's gone. I've already put up on my page the one with the username on it.
Are you weird, Lisa? Go away. Listen, you don't.
They're asking you to explain.
Listen, if you don't get it and you don't understand it, that's on you. I've explained it 4 times. I'm not doing it again. If you don't get it and you don't understand it, that's absolutely sad.
I've even just put in a comment. 4 weeks ago, right, Lisa was messaged.
Tails. No one needs to explain themselves no more.
You don't need to do it.
Lisa's not explaining. I'm not explaining myself. Lisa's not explaining herself. That's it. No. That's it. It's been proven. Cockapoo's a liar. Lisa knows who Cockapoo is. Cockapoo ruined Lisa's life, and that's it. If you don't,
have seen
Danny B, this message has been going around for 4 weeks.
Just wait, because No Face, No Case is going to expose Cockapoo. All right? So if you don't believe me and Lisa, still, after we've proved it,
No
just
faces in the room, by the way.
Followers that are trying to fucking defend her in here and go, oh, well, this and this and that and anything, right? Go fuck yourselves and go fuck off into Pearls or Angie's or over one of them fucking lives. Because no one's interested here.
Firstly, what was fucking Canadian Angie on about me fucking apparently I've been over to troll her? She was in my inbox yesterday telling me how she ain't got no hate towards me, and I told her I ain't got no hate towards her, so I don't know what that's about. But Lisa, just to finish this off, yeah? You got that for us. Do us a favour, yeah? Quickly go back into the message. Before you go into your messages, just put on screen record. Go into it, because everyone's just going against it with the screen record thing, right? I'm trying to have a conversation with Miss Forget about it in a minute as well. Go into it. Just quickly put your phone on screen record. Go into the message, then click onto her profile. And then that will settle it completely. There's going to be no fucking ifs or buts about
when I was
this,
trying, I can do
that.
that if you want, but when I was trying to click on the on the actual account thing, nothing was coming up at all.
Yeah, it won't. That's the whole point of it.
That's what he needs to see, mate.
That's the whole point of it. So just come off. Like, as soon as you come off, just press screen record. Well, no, actually, because you might have other messages on there. Just press screen record, yeah? Click on her message, press screen record.
Can I just say, sorry, I will do that exactly for you, No Face. That's not.
Yeah, and then go click into her profile and do it that way.
People in the comments are saying it's a different time or something. I already explained in one of my videos, she sent 2 messages. She sent 2 messages and then she deleted one. So that's probably why you're saying that the time's different. Because she sent a message and then she deleted it and resent it.
Right, so just quickly do that for us, yeah? And then send that to me over on Insta. Is that all right, yeah?
Yeah, as soon as I come off, I'm just sorting some out and then I'll do that. No.
Yeah, just get out, send over quickly and then I can look into that bit again. All right? Thanks for letting me up exposed.
No worries, mate.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know who Cockapoo is. She's from Southport originally. That's and then obviously she moved down south. And I know what she looks like, who her family relatives are, and I know more than anybody on this app. Whether anybody says I do or I don't, you don't have to believe me, right? Lisa Marie brought, when everyone's going, oh, you know, Lisa Marie, you're bringing this out. Lisa Marie brought this to the app by slandering Cockapoo for something that was not her. So she has every right to respond, and I would, you can't just go on an app and slander somebody and say the most disgusting allegations and then not expect anybody to come back and try and defend themselves, no matter how much it costs. If somebody brings it to an app and tries to, you can't sit there and say that. And the stuff she said on her voice, she said, oh, I recognise her voice, so I'm saying this. I know who that is. Nobody knows on this app who Cockapoo is. Nobody does. And I'm saying, when I say this generally now, I know who she is. And nobody, unless she's showed anybody else, but I know who she is. So how can anybody say how can anybody believe a fact that somebody said by a voice? Look at Carl McCaz. He sounds like Carl Pilkington. If Carl McCaz come live and said something that, oh, I did this, blah, 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 in a Carl Pilkington voice, would everybody then jump on the bandwagon and go, Carl Pilkington did this?
What we say here. Oh, sorry. What we say here is that's not important. I've heard the voice. That's definitely not her.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
A message that was sent on. And I could have been a fake account.
Yeah, you can't come in an app and factually say that was her or this is blah 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 off a voice, and you don't and then go, oh, and then people go, I know a real name, I know this and stuff like that. Like, they don't. They're clutching and they're trying to bring facts that aren't actually facts, because you're all going from a voice or from a picture, and no one even knows a name. No one even knows a name. So how can you sit there and
Lisa Marie was entitled to tell a story. I just need a second until you speak, Gigi, because of the echo. Yeah, Phil?
Who knows that it's Cockapoo? Now, people keep saying to me, have I seen Cockapoo? Definitely not. So and this is what I can't get my head around. how's everybody saying it's something to do with Cockapoo? Like,
No, that voice doesn't even sound like her, number one. Number two, they're going by a message that's deactivated the account because, that person's like, oh, okay, Cockapoo's deactivated the account. I'm going to deactivate this fake account and make out I'm Cockapoo. That's not solid evidence.
Apparently, Hayley Comet, apparently, her and two others have actually found out who she is and who her husband is.
No, as I say,
nobody's
the first stuff.
Lisa Marie, nobody's away from her that anything's happened. But how can she say, like what I'm trying to say. Nobody's ever seen her, so we're not taking away from Lisa Marie what's happened. Obviously, there's something there that's happened, but how can she 1,000,000% when nobody on this app has seen Cockapoo say that is Cockapoo?
Like I said, Pearl, they've gone by a bloody message. On TikTok.
Yeah, and this is what I'm saying. That obviously, whether anyone chooses to believe me, I factually know who Cockapoo is. Like, as I say, whether you believe me or not, I'm not sitting here, even if it was someone I didn't like, the allegations that have been thrown by Lisa Marie, who brought it to the app, are false. And then to sit there and say, I've sort of kept out of it. I said this a couple of weeks ago. I said, listen, I know who Cockapoo is. As I say, you don't have to believe me. And she's... Have I met her? No. I know exactly. I know who all the family. Well, I know her family because obviously Southport's quite a small place, and
that's what I'm saying. You live here.
Well, no. See, so she's from Southport, so I know. So way before when she first started supporting me, obviously I was driving around Southport and I was showing, I was showing everyone like stuff around Southport and stuff, and she messaged me saying, "Oh my God, I'm from Southport. I didn't know." Blah blah blah, and then obviously back and forth, and she told me who her family were. And I said, "Oh my God, that's mad." I said, "I hang around with one of her brother's nephews." I said, "I hung around with him," and she was like, "Oh no way!" And then she messaged him, he messaged me, and it was mad. So I knew, and then she's just sort of supported me since then, and whatever else. And then obviously she sent me a photo, and I'd had a FaceTime because when her nephew was there, I'd FaceTime. He'd FaceTime me with her on screen as well. So like I'd seen exactly who Cockapoo is. So you can say DG's lying, but you're just clutching. You're clutching. The thing is, anyone who's saying DG's lying, you've got no facts. You're going off a voice note. You know what I mean? And you're saying I'm lying when I've got facts. Like I'm not gonna. And what I believe they're trying to do is get her to the point where you're trying to get her to put her face on camera, so you go, look, it's not me, and then you can troll her properly, because at the minute all you're doing is trolling a voice and a picture, and you're bringing absolutely nothing. So
you're mute because of the echo. But the thing is, we're not saying about the voice note, because I've heard that voice note. I don't believe that's her. I think it's two different people. That to me, that's solid evidence. That's not Cockapoo. But they're going by a TikTok message. This is what they're saying. It's definitely by a TikTok message someone had sent this Lisa Marie. They're saying it's Cockapoo. Look, guys, account not found. There's no name on it, no nothing. It's a fake account, man.
Exactly.
Exposure.
DG is absolutely right. What they are trying to do is they're trying to bully her to the point of then she puts her face up just because they just don't know, and it really bugs the hell out of them. But personally, me, I don't care who Cockapoo is.
Exactly. Right, can you remember that time when Miss Pineapple on about people who hasn't seen anything? And everybody was coming on when I said, I can 1,000,000% tell you that is not her in that photo, right? It wasn't my business to say who it was, but I knew who I'd spoke to on a FaceTime was not Miss Pineapple. And all come to all, it came out, it wasn't Miss Pineapple. As she said it now, it was the sister. I knew who I was speaking to on the FaceTime was not the person who was in that photo. So that's the same with DG. He's seen her on a FaceTime. Isn't that right, DG? A FaceTime, or have you met her? I don't know. But what I still can't head around.
No, I haven't met her. I've FaceTimed. It's her nephew who FaceTimed me, and Cockapoo was there. Yeah. Obviously, because I wouldn't FaceTime Cockapoo, like you know what I mean? It's not something I'd need to do, but I'd say it was only because her nephew, while he was there over Christmas, he FaceTimed me and was like, look, my auntie Cockapoo, blah, 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 and that was it. So, as I said, I'm jumping down now, I've got my daughter, but that's the facts there. When anyone chooses to believe or not, there's no, I don't need to lie. Why would I need to lie? I'm not going to protect, listen, in my opinion, I've got kids, I've got stuff like that, so it doesn't matter who you are, whether fucking you are anyone. I've got a child, so if somebody has been accused of that, I'm not going to sit there and protect somebody who's done them. You know what I mean? Who's done that? I'd be the first person on there.
I have to keep muting because the echo. What I was going to say is, can I ask you something, DG, just to clear it up? People were saying that you said you met her. I know I didn't hear you say that, but that's what people now saying you said.
No, I haven't heard that.
No, I didn't say I'd met her. I said I'd seen her on FaceTime. So anyone who's saying that, bring the screen recording up of me saying I've met her, then you'll catch me, won't you? But I definitely haven't said I met her. So don't. Again, the people who are saying it are all the same sort of people who are going, I don't believe DG, because what they do is they twist your words and try and make you fit their narrative. And like, look, you've got no facts. It's nothing to do with me, but I'm not going to sit there and let somebody get slandered and stuff like that all over TikTok. So, right, I'm off anyway. Catch you in a bit.
Thanks,
Bye.
Yeah, and I do believe him, guys. I 100%. Listen, that voice note was enough for me. That wasn't the same person.
Do you want me to come too, Ange?
Yeah, do you want me to carry on?
Like, God forbid something happened like that.
Yeah, well, DJ's going to look very silly, isn't he, Joanne? So let DJ carry on, yeah? Because when it all comes out, he's going to look like an absolute fool.
Yeah, should we mute it? Forget it. The voice goes straight through me. So unless anyone else unless you wanted to, of course. She just annoys me. She's going on that because I had Cockapoo on my platform, but she had Lisa Marie on the platform making, awful accusations. So of course, you're going to defend yourself. I would do the same.
Well, that's it. I had Lisa Marie on my platform.
Yeah.
And you had Cockapoo on yours. So what's the difference with any of us? Fucking nothing.
Exactly. I'm sorry, but if you're going to make an accusation against me, I'm going to come and defend myself.
Exactly.
What it's a TikTok. I don't like.
I just went into there to jump into the box to say, and they went, "No, Pearl's not coming in this box. Go back to Angie, misread Jay, whatever it was." And I thought, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what people say to me. Like Remy, like I said, you're talking, you're friends with Pearl, and I thought, for God's sake.
Well, I was being said, "Get back, you who sits in Angie's box." I thought, and what's the problem? Not like you're fucking undercover doing it.
That's crazy.
Oh, fuck.
Hi, Tracy.
Do you know what? Over all of this, I do really hope the Cockapoo still doesn't show her face, just to wind them up now.
You shouldn't have to at the end of the day show her face.
Exactly.
Even if it was her, just say it is. I don't believe it is her. Yeah, I'm 99% sure it's not. Right? Well, the voice note, that's evidence for me, yeah? But if it was her and she had the kids removed, she removed them for a reason. The kids were removed for a reason. Just when they're talking.
See, personally, I'll tell the truth. If that was me getting blamed of something so serious as that, they've got this photo who Lisa Marie is saying it is. Am I getting this right up to now?
Yeah.
But for me, if it was only me, I'd have to show my face, even if it was for 2 seconds, and say, there you go, fuck yous, that's not me in that photo, now fuck off. And that would be me. But listen, Cockapoo will have reasons why ever. But if it was
apparently I've been told, right, in a couple of weeks, people will find out that it's not Cockapoo in a couple of weeks. Yeah, this exposure, woman, is dangerous. She did the same with Alex, but you remember Pill with Rebecca on her platform, ran with it, yeah. Found out Rebecca was lying, yeah, and that Alex was innocent on that one. She's now doing it again on one message on TikTok, yeah, that could be any fake account, saying, no, it's Cockapoo deactivated the account, and look, this account is also deactivated it. Well, anyone could do that, do you know what I mean? That's not solid evidence, and I hope they don't know it's not proof. I hope they don't ever have to do jury service, man. God help us all.
Between me and you, I don't know what we've done wrong. You've let one on your platform, I've let one on mine, so they've both had the say. So why now, are we getting the backlash for this? What is the fucking problem?
And Tony had Cockapoo on his platform. Yeah. He did to talk about it. So, I don't know, it doesn't make sense, doesn't it? One second.
Take the hint, Pearl. What hint's that? What do you call it? Exposed doesn't like us no more. Pearl, it's a fake outrage. Do you know something? Honestly, it's fucking mad. Again, like...
Pearl, you get the blame for everything.
Oh, I don't give a flying fuck.
Oh, yeah.
My God.
Shouldn't even be spoken about.
Exactly.
You know what? I don't understand pineapple. Just say, for example, a small percentage. It is what's the name? Cockapoo. You know what's the problem? Is she did a job. You know what I mean? Even if it wasn't. People can't hear you, pineapple. Pineapple. People can't hear you. Can you mute and unmute?
That's what I said.
Better? Is that better? Like, honestly, I truly believe this, whether I like them or I don't like them. And listen, my opinion doesn't really matter. But if you haven't committed crimes against children or unalived somebody, like, seriously, like, whether people want to show their face or be this person from this location and this, that, and the other, who cares? Who actually cares? Get a life. Go and get a hobby. Take up knitting. Go and smell the frigging grass. And as Pearl says, take your face for a shit. Bye.
Yeah, it's not like that though, isn't it? I think she's been.
I'll tell you something, Angie. Good job. Me and you has got nothing to hide. Because fuck me, sideways, we'd be getting exposed left, right, and centre.
You know what? The deep dives people have been doing on me, trying to put it. I imagine people are trying to do your. They find nothing. There's nothing there.
Exactly. Right. Out of all of this, though, right. So, the one question I want to ask is, if she's done absolutely nothing wrong, why is her children not with her?
This is my point. If her kids were removed, yeah, like I've always said, they don't remove them for no bloody reason.
Angela, I actually need to expose you because I am the child that you sold before you came back to the UK. The child that you sold, that you wanted money for, that you wanted to come to the UK for. I am your love child, so I am going to do an exposure on you at 6 p.m. on Angela. Be there or be square.
People were actually saying, guys, at one point that before I came to this country, I had 2 children.
Oh no, she's not. I can honestly say Cockapoo lives down the street from me and I've seen her loads of times. She's my friend off the app. That's what he said. Now he's sitting in Angie's live saying, I never said that. I've never seen her in my life. I've only spoke to her on FaceTime. So you're a bullshitter, DJ. Liar. You've been caught out.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy though that they're literally like people, whatever it said.
You know what's scary, Chelsea? You know what's scary? People are that. It's good I've got a good memory because people on this app, it's simple.
DJ's asking for the screenshot of. She's asking for the video of that, right? So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if TikTok's got it.
Someone will have it.
Everything.
Someone will have it.
Everything that fucking
server as well. She might have it.
Yeah, and I'll check the move up server as well.
Yeah, everyone's seen it. Everyone was in there listening.
Mm-hmm. I heard it as well, and I also heard the first time when she said she knew him, she had said it was through family, like.
Can I speak, please?
That was through family as well.
Excuse me, can I speak?
I think Angie's doing something. I don't know where she's gone.
It's Tilly. I've been on for about 2 hours. Can you all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Now, come on, what's going on in here? I don't even know who Cockapoo is. But I'll tell you what, all Angie does is good.
I don't know what's going on, to be fair. All I know is none of this would have happened if this Lisa hadn't brought any of it to the internet.
I was that just Nana.
Animals, you just sit back, love, and then we'll see who's
Just Nana, I've been on the live, obviously in the box when I've spoke to you. There's no need for all this.
Sorry, I only unmuted because we were talking about Angie.
Yeah, she's
Sorry,
she's trying to come home tomorrow, isn't she? So
Lisa, tell them that we want everything that they've got in their goodie cupboards. We'll have all the sweets.
What have you got in the goodie cupboard? What are you? You're just talking
me on the phone now.
A goodie bag?
Well, you know what? I'm happy that Lisa can try and move on in it, and she can start to heal now. You know what I mean?
I think they just laughed and they shouldn't have done.
You know what really gets me is the fact that they're actually not letting. They're all talking for her.
You thought that
Why is
live and let
That Lisa is still on mute. She hadn't spoke for like 10 minutes. We're all doing it for
I
her.
feel so bad to have big creators, to have people watching and nitpicking and bringing everything up and to say that you're a liar. And look, for the last, this has been going on since Friday. For you to still keep going and your points got point now. Your points got proven.
No, Chelsea, this has been going on for 4 weeks. 4 weeks.
This has been going on for 9 months.
Oh no, 4 weeks. Multiple lives with thousands of people in. Multiple people calling her a liar, commenting on all her stuff, telling her she's sick, she's not right, she's not well. Oh yeah, they'd give it to her, and you should all be sorry. All of you.
Something about a photograph. They brought up photos or something.
Yes, they brought up
I think everybody.
Yeah, they did. In Angie's
just because
photographs of Lisa Marie as a child sat on her perpetrator's neck.
I fucking Alice Lisa Marie. I told you about someone.
Children don't
no
speak
one's
out
listening.
until they're older. So yes, she would.
What were you saying, Tilly?
Okay, I'll tell ya, I'm Cockapoo. I think that's what we should all say.
Please
Go
don't
on,
say
Cockapoo.
that. Oh my god.
What's happened to you, girl?
Every time somebody comes in with a negative, let's just say, no, sorry, I'm Cockapoo.
Okie dokie, girl.
She was fully aware that Lisa had tried to commit 3 days before. Yeah? You knew that if she did this,
Why did Lisa bring it to
Lisa would go away. So she tried to do Lisa. I'm going to say it. That's what she tried to do. That's what she tried to do.
She's on mute, so
And when,
she's listening.
Lisa was
But
online,
she's just on mute.
she was going 4 days to go, Lisa. In other words, 4 days out. That's what she was
I don't understand it. If someone's going through all that,
what you did.
You know what I mean? There's someone in the comments.
TikTok.
Eilish saying it took me 30 years to speak out. It took me.
Come on, just Nana. You've
Boys, they don't care about anything else except for who Cockapoo
time
is.
to process it yourself, because at the end of the day we are talking about children here that aren't clued up about adult situations, so it takes you to be an adult to know it's wrong.
Do you have these perpetrators saying to you, if you do this you'll get took off your mum, or and this will happen, that'll happen, and you're a child and it's very scary. You're not going to come out and say it. Most
also don't know what they're doing.
In my opinion, Lisa brought this to TikTok.
I'm here, guys. Sorry, my phone died. Goddamn phone. Was it on 6%? Save us. Why? What's going on? I can't see the boxes. Oh, bloody got a hanger here. What's going on? Where's the boxes gone? Boxes gone. Oh, for God's sake. I need to get some food. I'm hungry. What should I get? What's the time? I'm off at 6 anyway. Oh, I'm putting people in the box. Sorry, guys. Have I crashed or what? Do. Guys, give it a minute or so. Here we go. Sorry, guys. My phone died. It overheated again. Why can't people let people in? What's going on?
You all right?
No, that's it. No.
Angie, can I ask you a question? I wanted to ask you Pearl's live before. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I said I wanted to ask you something before in Pearl's died, but I kept echoing. You know when you told me you loved me last night, was it the drink talking or did you mean it in your heart?
I don't love you. I did try and get Pearl in. I don't know if she did she request a box? Did you request a box, Pearl? I'm not sure.
So it was the drink talking.
Of course it's a drink.
Liar.
Hey, somebody said come to
I'm doing it.
Live. See what I mean, guys?
She was appointed a guardian through the court over decisions made about children. So she's not an official social worker. That's not her job. Because she was a professional woman, they brought her into the courts to make decisions because Lisa was mentally unwell and the man had been hurting the kids. So that's why the court kind of get a guardian who's blood relative of the family to make decisions.
Wow. That's crazy. When you look back at how deflective Cockapoo's been on the whole situation and adamant, that's insane.
Yeah, because I went up on Only Tony's live the other day and No Face texted Cockapoo to come into the live, so she came into the live and she just kept saying Lisa's ex never hurt them kids, he never did anything, he's never been in prison. I thought, if you're not related, why do you care what people on TikTok think of an unknown man? But that's all she kept saying. She wanted to clear his name. And I knew straight away what Lisa was saying about that was 100% true because we don't know this man from Adam, he's not on TikTok. But she just kept saying, oh no, this kid's had bone fractures, they had this, they had that. It was Lisa that did it, but the court paperwork doesn't say that. The court paperwork and the children's statements to police say daddy hurt me. So why is she sticking up for this man?
Wow. So is Lisa's in not a good way at the minute?
She's under a crisis team at the moment. That night that live happened, she had to be sedated 3 separate times. She's had a fit that day. Hayley's lying. I'm not lying at all, Janice.
She's not been good for a while. I remember when I first started doing my lives on her, and I remember seeing her videos, and I think she reached out to, I can't remember, but I remember seeing her videos, and when she was live, she was always upset, and she always looked like sad, and I believed her on the whole thing, but when you've got someone like Cockapoo, that just, I don't know, the confidence that Cockapoo has in her voice when she's talking about stuff, when it's just a blatant lie, it's just dangerous, isn't it?
That's the thing. It doesn't matter who she is, Cockapoo, or even if she was related to Lisa. If she's not related to Lisa or the kids, it's even worse that she's on live talking about these kids' brain fractures and everything else, because these kids haven't consented to you using them as a weapon online. And if you are the court-appointed guardian, you're breaking the law by doing that shit, putting this stuff out.
Exactly. I just hope Lisa's all right. Obviously, we know she's not 100%, but yeah.
She's good at the moment, but you could see when she first came to the app, she's full of trauma. She's literally not been believed her whole life. Her whole family have called her a liar, called her promiscuous and all this. Then she was pulled into a live basically with 4,000 people pointing a finger saying, we don't believe you, you're a liar. It's literally brought out all that trauma again. Hayley is dangerous. Thank you, Kelly. I am dangerous because I'm the last person you want to mess with. Yeah, it's literally, it makes no sense how anyone can stick by what Cockapoo's done to a victim. Anyone, there's something wrong with you, and I hope you haven't got kids. I am Kelly.
Just make a note of everyone who's stuck up for her, who's like a big creator, and when it comes out, then you know who's you know what they're about, don't you? To be honest, because it's all about the money anyway, isn't it? Let's be honest, it's all about the money. That's the only reason anyone would stick up for anyone on this app, because they're feeding them some sort of financial gain down the back of it. That's just disgusting. To lie saying you know someone off the back, you're basically being paid off, aren't you? To an extent.
To me, like DG, I don't care if he's met her, he hasn't, he's cammed her, he's done whatever. You still can't stick up for this behaviour. Like, I'm always going to believe the victim first, because if I had been wrong, then I just had to apologise and say, yeah, I'm wrong. But if I had gone against Lisa and she had hurt herself, that would be on me. And I'm always going to, in the job I do and the children I work with, the DV victims I work with, I'm always going to believe them. So I've done nothing wrong. I'm proud of myself. So everyone can say what they want. That's it.
Yeah, always put, if anyone's, obviously people are watching, but yeah, always put a victim first in a situation. Even if you're not 100% sure of the situation, you always need to hear the story of the person. It sounds bad, but the person who's most upset or most passionate about what they're saying. Then you hear the other side.
Yeah, but then if you hear the other side, then
weigh it up a bit and get the evidence. Because this must have burnt Lisa out to like never before. Like, if she's had problems in the past with her mental health, once you start getting in this arena on here and there's thousands of people against you, it's just a different feeling, isn't it? It's a different emotion. So.
This is just not a topic that should ever have been brought to the app, and I can't understand why, like Animal, whoever you are in the comments, who's saying, but Lisa brought it to the app first. Lisa just said who she thought Cockapoo was, because Cockapoo was constantly winding her up on the app. She didn't drag out any of her past trauma. She didn't show photos of her family. She didn't get her family members on here. There is a line. There is an absolute line. And doing some Lisa brought it. All of you people who are up Cockapoo's arse, come and have a word with yourself, man. Literally, she doesn't even know who any of you are. Neither does DG. And the fact is, you're sticking up for the wrong thing right now.
So, yeah, Cockapoo probably in here on a fake account. I mean, time's running out, innit? And if she's still on the app after this, then it's just weird, innit? It's strange. It's really strange. I don't know how much detail can you go in. Like, I don't want to say the word, but Doxxing. How much can you go in before it turns into that with like name and who she is?
I was always under the impression if I didn't, I'm not going to put out her full address. I don't have her full address. I haven't looked for that. But here's what I'm thinking, Karma. So if you're okay to come live and expose people and dox people's childhood trauma, then who are you to stand on anything? I can do what the F I like now because you've got no limits. So why should I hold myself to a standard that you're not?
Yeah, she's sort of... She's opened the goalposts a bit, hasn't she, for her own...
The thing is,
if anyone's watching as well...
If they're so worried about Lisa Marie, why are they dragging her into all these lives to sit there on mute?
Tried to do it to you, someone else that has been hurt by it.
I agree.
Because it's dangerous. But I mean, I think the whole app deserves to know who she is. If she's hiding behind like a Cockapoo picture and she's causing this much hurt to people and just caused damage to Lisa, Lisa's been out there, put full emotions out there, and is basically just been swatted down by Cockapoo and her team.
Yeah, they've tried to silence her. They proved today on Exposed Live that it was Cockapoo sending Lisa those emails on here, the messages. They've proven that's true. And now people are all of a sudden trying to deflect on this whole thing that they've seen her in person. I just don't believe it. You all right, Lisa?
I just thought I'd jump up because people were asking about what's classed as doxing. I got advice that if you just put a name and a photo out there, that's not classed as doxing. Doxing, such as a workplace, a home address, telephone numbers, that goes under doxing. I just thought I'd clear that up.
Oh, cool, thanks. Lisa. How are you doing? Kaz was just asking how you're doing in that. I don't want to answer for you.
All right, hopefully I should be home tomorrow. I haven't need to be sedated in now like 48 hours. I haven't done anything else to myself in 48 hours. I've just had my meds now, so I'm a bit dreamy, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, hopefully I should be home tomorrow. My children are still staying away for another week or two when I get integrated back into them this week. I've now got a full mental health nurse and team back involved, so I'll see my mental health nurse once a day for the next 2 weeks, and then I'll go to weekly visits and then take it from there afterwards. But I haven't done anything to myself, guys, in like 48 hours, so at least that's bonus. And thank you, Kaz, I do appreciate you, and you, Haley, I do, thank you.
Yeah, don't have to thank me for anything. It's fine.
If you need anything, Lisa, just reach out. If you're thinking about doing anything or whatever, like literally, you've been so strong, you've got through so much. Do not let the last hurdle beat you, honestly. Your kids love you, they need you. Do not let these vicious people take away everything from you, because that's what they want to do. They want to make you unstable, gaslight you to make you look crazy, and just let all the good people stand with you. All the good people stand with you.
That's it. Everyone in here, protect Lisa at all costs. Okay, if you ever go in a live and Lisa's in there and she's getting stick or anything, just protect her. She doesn't deserve it.
I'm saying you don't need to send me gifts, guys. I'm a bit like Kaz. You really don't. I can't turn them off. I'm in a box. I don't need to, but you don't need to send me anything.
No, at least the reason is.
I'm joking. I'm joking, guys.
Do you know what? I can
send you a couple of gifts and say that between your kids when they come.
Seriously going to get hurt soon, and this is just going to, I don't know what to say about it. I think I would actually delete the app if somebody gets hurt out of all this. It's madness.
Everybody else. The other day, I got told if you're in a photo with a predator, that your story isn't credible, and that just because it got thrown out of court because it's an historical case doesn't mean I don't see it, because I do, and I'm sorry that them people treated you the way that they did. I'm so sorry, because that should have never have happened. And I just wish I could help a lot more people. That's all I've ever wanted to do. And I just wanted to be the voice for my children, because they don't have a voice. It got taken from them by Jenna. And what she did was she used a position of power, and she manipulated the whole situation to make me look crazy, and I'm not. I just struggled because of what she did. And what happened to my children, I've shown Haley all the proof, and that's what I couldn't go with, is being called I hurt my children and never hurt anybody. He did that to them, and they haven't even still now got justice to this day. And I will always be the voice for my children. That's all I want to say. I will always stand up for what's right, and this woman should be near children.
You're an amazing woman and strong.
You've been through so much, and you're winning. Literally, you're still here, and everyone knows now it was a lie, Lisa, honestly. And don't need to try and think about even other people being triggered right now. Make yourself better first, and then you will be able to help loads of other people. And what they did to you, even putting up pictures of your abuse and everything else and saying, well, she was still with it, it didn't happen. That is so dangerous, and you're right that a lot of people will question themselves after that. Please just worry about yourself now. All we want is for you to get strong. If that means staying off the app, do that. Like, you've been proven to be innocent now to all the people that are here with morals, honestly.
No, there's no proof. No proof of nothing, anything. No.
Sorry guys, thanks for the gifts as well, but I'm going to drop out because I don't want gifts off people, and I don't want it to look like I'm just in here for gifts. I've said what I needed to say, so I'm going to jump out. But big love to you both, thank you.
Right, try and get some
a message that was sent on TikTok. That's not proof. That's social media, love.
Can I say, first of all, so she brought this to TikTok. So Cockapoo has took it upon herself to show everybody it's not her. But I don't understand, if it's an ongoing police investigation, why is Lisa come on live and said these things? I would just, if I was surrounded Lisa and wanted to protect her, if she would come in the box, I'd say, look, Lisa, I know what you want to say, but let's just leave it as it is. And then in a couple of weeks, when the truth comes out, but they're all letting her do this, so she's getting worse and worse and worse.
So when's No Face doing this tonight at 8?
No, he's doing the other one, isn't he? Listen, I'm sick of them saying they've seen that there's evidence. All I saw was a TikTok message. I've gone by that voice note, and that clearly says to me it's not Cockapoo.
Yeah.
And that voice note was Cockapoo. Two different people. That's what I've got. That's solid evidence.
DG wouldn't lie either, would he?
I'm not going to lie, I think Lisa Marie's very dangerous. I think she's a very dangerous woman.
I've got a sister-in-law like that, and she's very dangerous.
Can I just ask something? Why hasn't Lisa Marie got her children with her now? Like, why?
That's exactly why I keep asking. Listen, I've had things in my life. I have still full custody of my son. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I've had addictions, and I'm a recovering addict, But at the end of the day, I've gone through all of this, but I still have my children. I have no social worker. I have nothing. So I don't understand. If she's done nothing, why does she not have them?
Yeah. See, I didn't realise that she didn't have the kids till, well, they're listening.
No.
So I can't understand.
Mental health pill, something about mental health, or she wasn't, I don't know, said she was crazy.
To protect her against mental health. Surely, though, people around her should be saying, and if she's in somewhere now for her mental health, she shouldn't be on the app while she's in there. She should be protected.
Yeah, but they're not protecting her by shoving her in all these different groups.
That says it all, really. I'm not.
Yeah, it does.
I don't care what if I get hate for saying this. It says it all really to me. The fact that her kids have got removed because of her mental health. So I assume she's not mentally well. So and people when they're not mentally well, they do sometimes make things up. My auntie was the same. I'm not saying that's the case, but she used to come up with all kinds of accusations. My auntie, really bad.
My sister-in-law for years and years and years, we've been like best mates. I treat her like my own sister. And then when my grandson come along and my son and his partner separated, she'd for 7 months behind me, my husband's back, had been messaging his girlfriend saying, don't let him see her, don't give him the net. And I had no clue.
Leave kids out of it. She's brought her kids on the app. There's a whole accusation she's made about Cockapoo. Cockapoo removed her children. So this is the whole conversation. What are you talking about?
Yes, I've just followed you back. I couldn't find your message before when I come off. Yeah, but I still don't get, even with if she's got mental health, if she is not in institutionalized, is that the right word?
Yeah.
And if she's not a danger to her kids, I'm still not getting why are the kids not with her.
Well, someone in the comments said the grandparents have got them, but I don't know if that's true.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. The dad and her can't have them, can they? That's what it was said the other night by that lady.
The father's side of the family have the children, apparently. Yeah. Apparently.
Honestly, I'm just not getting it here. I know I'm backward, but I'm really just not putting these pieces together.
No. I don't know. It's I've not seen any evidence. Like I said, that voice note was solid evidence to say to me that's not Cockapoo. And that's all I need, really, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Not 100% proof anyway.
No fake messages, none of that. You know, no messages and say, oh, yeah, this is Cockapoo. Her name wasn't even up there. There's no username. It was, you know, her username disappeared because that person had deactivated the account. So we meant to know that's Cockapoo.
The only way, right, I can get that if No Face is going to do this exposure thing tonight, right? You know that lady, Earth Angels, who Cockapoo had bought ever so many tickets. Obviously, it'll have to go in a right name with a bank transfer, right? Then for this lass to let No Face know the real name, and if that's the name that's on these court documents, but then it's still not 100%. It could be just somebody with the same name.
That's who I was talking about, Pearl. She came on and said that Cockapoo had given her the name and the bank transfer, whatever, and it's not that person who she's saying it is.
Can I just say, I know No Face is doing exposure on Cockapoo. He needs to really be careful because Cockapoo hasn't taken this, and I hope she don't mind me saying this, lady.
She's took it to the police already, hasn't she, Ange?
Yeah, it's actually going further than the police now. So I would advise No Face not to do it, but that's up to him.
I'm just fucking lost off with it, Dan. I know I'm not a full shilling, but it's just I don't know. I can't make head and tail of it.
Me too, Pearl.
I'm telling you, that is not Cockapoo. It's not Cockapoo. She has taken it further. Do you know what I mean? And she's going to take it to court, man. So I think that Lisa Marie, I think that's her name. Things that she's, sending documents. She shouldn't be doing that in the first place anyway, either, really, should she?
I'm not saying I don't believe Lisa Marie, Charlie sings, but how do we know it's Cockapoo she's speaking about? That's what I can't get my head.
That could have happened. I don't know about that, Pearl, about a family. Yeah, no, I'm not going to get...
I'm not disbelieving her there.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm even saying, you know, like how Lisa Marie said she was like abused and whatever, and then them relatives were bringing photographs up. That counts for jack shit, because if somebody was doing something bad to you, you're going to do everything you can to be nice so they won't do anything bad to you again. So I believe Lisa on that 1,000,000%. I believe her.
You know what? Yeah, but you know what though, Pearl, even with a Cockapoo, even if it was Cockapoo, she's had her children, you know, children are moved for a reason, okay? And I stand by the social worker who's removed those children because they have decided the children are not safe there, okay? So, and that's why, you know.
Can I speak, Angie?
It's not always the case. Can I just say, it's not always the case that social services take kids.
Yeah, but she hasn't got
really
them back though, CJ, as well, and she hasn't.
Can I speak, Angie?
Oh, yeah.
What the story is, for what I can gather, is Lisa's baby daddy, right,
Yeah.
is Cockapoo's nephew.
Right.
That's where it's all coming from. So I'm just going to drop down.
I didn't hear. Can you say it again, please?
Lisa's baby daddy, right? Lisa's kid's dad is Cockapoo's nephew.
Well, that's what she's saying, right?
Yeah, but
no, that's what I'm getting the gist of. I mean, that's all I come up to tell you. To think.
It's making a bit of sense, like how Cockapoo's connected to it now.
That's how Cockapoo is connected.
Hold on.
Right? That's all I want to say.
Hold on. So we've gone from her, Lisa Marie,
that
saying...
That doesn't make sense. So she's a social worker as well, removed her kids as well as being...
She
won't be allowed on the case, would she? Allowed on the case.
She's a court guardian for the kids.
Because it was a family member, Cockapoo would not be allowed to, listen to the thunder, to have anything to do with that case. It was like when I worked at the hospital, if any of my relatives came in, I wasn't allowed to treat them for anything.
No, what I'm saying is...
I think I know what's happening here, Pearl. I don't think Cockapoo... So I'm just saying, I don't think it's her anyway. What she's trying to say is that Cockapoo isn't a social worker, but she was maybe a guardian to her children.
She was guardian. She was guardian.
Kids removed.
She made family guardian for courts.
Yeah, she made it. She was crazy. Oh,
and you do get that. You do get that family guardian in the court.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that she's legally a social worker. Not a law in the land would allow her to have anything to do. If it's just like me now, being a social worker, and my Andrew just walked through the door with Henry, and me having suspicions about something's going on, I couldn't have anything to do with that because he's a family member.
Yeah, but no, she wasn't. What it is what she's saying is Cockapoo was a guardian to her children. Yep. And she contacted social services, made out that said that she was crazy. This Lisa Marie.
Yeah.
And that's what social services got involved. But it doesn't matter.
If Cockapoo was on the case, they'd have got Cockapoo off the case, wouldn't they?
No. What I'm saying is correct. She's not a social worker, Cockapoo.
I don't know what she is. I don't know what she is. The gist I'm getting is it's Cockapoo's nephew is Lisa Marie's ex-partner, sorry.
Right.
And obviously there was things done and Cockapoo was the court guardian. But the truth will come out in the end. But
Fan-feed tang so's your fucking mother.
If Cockapoo was a guardian now, surely she would be in serious trouble for putting it on the app.
Well, I would have thought that. I think that as well.
No, Angie, leave them on. It doesn't matter. Leave them on. Doesn't bother me.
Someone else turn them off.
No, leave them on. It doesn't bother me. It's the little bots. Like I said, who's ever putting them in? It's your mother.
From what
Can I just have my say, if you don't mind?
That's all I was wanting you to ken, Angie, is that Cockapoo is the auntie of Lisa's baby.
And she basically contacted social services to get her kids removed. That's what she's saying, I think, isn't it?
I don't know.
That's what it
I'm
sounded
just
like
letting you
saying.
ken the connection between Cockapoo and Lisa. It's Cockapoo's nephew in the middle. That's maybe how Lisa knows Cockapoo.
I
It's
don't think so.
Cockapoo's
I don't
nephew.
think she knows Cockapoo at all. I think she's made all this up. No, I wouldn't say all of it. I'm just saying I don't think she knows who Cockapoo is.
Well, it will come out. It will come out. But I just come up to say to Angie that Cockapoo's nephew is supposed to be Lisa Marie's daddy, his nephew. And that's where the connection of Cockapoo in this case.
And this is 100% fact anyway. We're not going to know, are we? So.
Well, that will come out. That's all I can say. It'll have to come out.
If somebody was going to the social services, surely social services would not say who they've had a report against or who's put them in the way of these kids. Like, they wouldn't discuss any of that private information.
100%, pal.
I was only giving you the connection between
It still doesn't make sense to me because that TikTok message, right, said I was only doing my job. It said something like, enough, I'm just doing my job. So it sounds like there's what she's saying is that Cockapoo's social worker, but she wouldn't be put on that case if she's also now related to her. Exactly.
100%. I believe what Lisa Marie is saying, but the part I don't believe is about Cockapoo because...
No, Pearl and Angie, what I've heard is Cockapoo's nephew is Lisa's children's father.
Yes.
And Cockapoo was the guardian for a while. Cockapoo's nephew had the children, and when the children were in his care, the children were hurt, is what I heard.
But this doesn't make sense. They've actually thrown themselves under the bus here, big time. Because
no, there's no Angie. I'm going to drop.
Okay, thanks, Angie. I'll tell you why. They put up a TikTok message and said this is evidence. Yeah, it's Cockapoo, right? And they said the account had it deactivated because Cockapoo's deactivated her account. They said it definitely is her. Didn't have a username up there though. And I read out that. I was really looking at that message, right? And you know what the message said? It said enough is enough. Stop. I was only doing my job. And it made it feel like a social worker. Now,
her job was as a guardian.
No, one sec. No, I haven't finished. One sec. So if, right, she was just a guardian, yeah, then she would never have been a social worker to remove her children. But in that message, it made out that she was a social worker. But now she's changed her story, Lisa Marie, by saying now she's related to her. We never heard this yesterday or the day before that. I asked
Cockapoo.
Go back on that TikTok message. If you look at that TikTok message, she said, enough is enough. I was only doing my job. Yeah. And that's why your kids were removed or something like that. Her job as a social worker. So basically someone's created a fake account, yeah, sent it to Lisa Marie, yeah, and saying, enough is enough. I've only done my job. I was only doing my job, blah, blah, blah. But now, today, we're hearing that Cockapoo is related to Lisa. So if that was the case, there's no way she's a social worker. Make it make sense. She's either a social worker or she's related to you. Which
she sent a message to No Place, No Case.
Yes, we worked it out. Finally. Listen, guys, I read that message. It was from Monday.
She's the Prime Minister.
It did actually say that. She's actually right. Exactly what she said. I was doing my job.
Yes, so that was from last week, right?
I asked her was she a social worker, Angie, and she says no. She told me that she went to the police and the police says that they can't do nothing about the case. And I said to her, well, if the police says they can't do nothing about the case, why are you bringing this all onto TikTok then? I asked her that it's hard to lie.
I want to read that message again. What that message said? Because that was from Monday.
I thought she just put it down and get me dog. It's fucked off with a thunder and lightning.
Are you on tonight, Pearl?
Thank you, Red. Oh, and another thing, can I just point out, if it's the case that Lisa Marie has put out Cockapoo's details and Cockapoo is still in receipt of the children, she's actually breaking the law. Especially if people try to track her down, and if the children are there and now going to be deemed unsafe.
Exactly. And I'm sure this Lisa Marie has just turned around and said it's still an investigation now.
I'm pretty. Anyone's got a screen recording of that message, that Facebook, that TikTok message? Because I'm sure it said social worker in there. I could be wrong. Has anyone got a screen shot of that?
It didn't say social worker in there. I've got the picture of it.
Do you remember what it said, Snowflakes?
Yeah, it didn't say social worker in there whatsoever. Honestly, it didn't, Angie. And I do agree with Lisa. I'm gone by Lisa. I don't agree with Cockapoo. No way. Cockapoo is in the wrong.
Message. If you've got it.
I screenshotted it, but I think everybody screenshotted it.
Someone's just, I've just been on, you know, Karma Kaz's live. He's just come live, and Hayley Comet has got some court documents. So where I was saying earlier on about Lisa's baby dad is her nephew, apparently they told the kids were hurt, and they told lies and were getting Lisa the blame for hurting the kids when it's actually the dad that hurt them when she wasn't well, so they got taken off her, but she is getting them back. But apparently they everything, but in the court report that Hayley Comet seen, it says in there, Daddy hurt me.
Yeah, but that still don't prove with Cockapoo.
Because Cockapoo was the only professional in the family, so she's the one that reported everything and done it and made out.
Then the courts would see that Cockapoo has been saying these things, and it won't be allowed, surely.
Well, if you're just a member of someone's family, so when Lisa's saying you've put my kids in danger, and you could have got them hurt, meaning by putting them back in the care of the dad because he's the one who hurt them in the first place.
Listen, if I'm wrong, I'll apologise to her, but none of it just makes sense, any of it.
See, it makes sense to me the way Hayley's she's seen all the court reports and in that the
yes,
kids
but she speaks like Cockapoo. She's saying she's got all this evidence and blah 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 blah, but it still doesn't prove along the way that it's Cockapoo.
But she's seen evidence that it is because she's Craig's auntie.
Yeah, but another
so
thing
she's seen a picture of Cockapoo, and it is and she's seen the real Cockapoo off here.
Well, she must know something, mustn't she? Because if she's the auntie.
Yeah, but to have proof, if you're going to say something and you've got to have proof. So she's seen a picture of Cockapoo and it is the same person off this app.
You got to look at it. Look at it in reality.
Listen, I've just said if I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong.
Cockapoo was the guardian. She's going to be the guardian because she's acts all posh and talks posh.
Yeah, so she's not.
Her nephew wasn't doing right by the children.
But she found out it was Lisa who wasn't doing right by them. So the reason Lisa's saying you've put my kids in danger is because she's told lies on her is what she's saying, and you've put my kids back with their abuser. So when people are saying you've hurt my kids, and I was the same, I was thinking from a legal point of view, from her job, like she said, oh, you know, she's been a social worker or something. So when they're saying guardian, they're not meaning a guardian of the court. They're meaning like a guardian that someone goes and speaks up for them, not in an official way.
But can I just point out something? Is it not that if the children is not in her care and this is an ongoing case,
They have been in a care because when she was on live the other week, the kids were there. So she's got as well. She hasn't been well, and the type of epilepsy she's got is, I can't remember what it was, but it means she can have a fit and unalive.
Surely if this is still sort of ongoing, she's passing around court documents that she really shouldn't be passing around at the moment.
No, well, she's getting the kids back, so apparently from next week, when she comes home, to her own home, they're going to start gradually bringing the
I
kids.
thought she was going home tomorrow and they weren't coming back for 2 weeks.
No, that's what I'm saying. She's going home, so that she's going to get them in a couple of weeks, but they're going to be going gradually. It's not going to be, in 2 weeks they go one day. They're going to be bringing them to her gradually.
Sounds like Cockapoo was the guardian. They've had an argument. They've handed the children to some other part of the family, maybe Lisa's side of the family, and this is why Lisa's going in for Cockapoo. This is what it sounds like to
All
me.
I'm saying is, if I don't think it's the place for this. If this lady, and she has been mentally problems, I don't think Exposed or Hayley or any of them, Cockapoo or any of them, should have brought this on the app, because it's not right.
Maybe it's not the place, but if you think that, if you're desperate and you think that's the only way, because if it was me and it was the only way I was getting my kids back, I don't care where I'd go or who I had to throw under the bus. If I was right and I hadn't harmed my kids and my kids were with someone else who could harm them, I wouldn't care who I outed. And that was detriment.
I agree. 100%. No, that's Cockapoo. I'm sorry, nobody knows because nobody's seen Cockapoo's face. So how do you know that 100% is Cockapoo? This woman that they're all talking about.
I can't hear her.
Very muffled.
I just said we can't. Nobody has seen Cockapoo's face, so her voice might sound the same, but we've got no 100% that the picture and Cockapoo are the same person.
No, they don't. But if Hayley's seen something, I'm not saying anyone's got to believe it. All I'm saying is it makes a lot more sense to me, because when I was thinking as Cockapoo is doing it unofficial, it's like, how can you report her and how can she just be some social worker or court guardian? But it makes more sense that it's family. So, because it's easier, isn't it? The way Cockapoo speaks and everything, it's easier to go when someone knows how to talk and say, oh, it was them, you know. So you don't know whether
It's an easy cop-out, so it's them, isn't it?
yeah, you don't know whether the nephew has been to go into Cockapoo, oh, as if I do that, that's not me. And she's like sticking by her family because you believe your own. And because she's had mental health issues, Cockapoo might be saying, oh, yeah, she could do that because she's got these mental health issues. I'm just saying this is what's just been spoken about.
It's got to be Cockapoo, because Cockapoo says she went to the police, reported Lisa, and the police says they can't do nothing about it. Obviously, Lisa will get something back from the police saying that Cockapoo reported her, and obviously Lisa will know Cockapoo's real name.
Hayley just said she's got all these court documents, and it says in the court documents that Daddy hurt me. So this is all what she said, and all I'm saying is, in my opinion, it makes sense to me more now. I'm not saying it's anyone else. I'm not saying it's 1,000,000% facts as I see it, but all I'm saying, it makes more sense to me now that I've just heard that explained that way.
All right, can somebody explain this then? So if we're saying that that is Cockapoo, and Cockapoo put the children in danger, can you not tell me that there's now not a case against Cockapoo and there would be legal action currently at this moment in time?
No,
I don't know. I'm only saying what they've just spoke about.
There couldn't be a case against Cockapoo, because I'll tell you why. Cockapoo would have been classed as family if it was her nephew that hurt the children.
Cockapoo could have had the wool pulled over her eyes. Do you know what I mean? She might have genuinely believed the baby's dad. Do you know what I mean?
But she
tends to believe your own, don't you?
Yeah, but she said she is the one that put my children in danger. Did she not?
Did, didn't she, by going against it? By going against it and believing the baby's dad. If you go against someone...
That's a hell of an accusation.
Well, not really, because if you say my son come and it happens and my son was like, oh, mum, such and such as this has happened to the kids or my mate's kids, and you know them, and I believe him, but really it's him, I'm going to believe him, aren't I? Because, you know, he might not have shown anything, and because she's suffering with mental health, people are too easy to cast people aside because they've got mental health and go, yeah, it probably is her, she's suffering with mental health, it's this. So all I'm saying is, I found that if that was me in that position, you don't know how convincing the baby's dad is. So Cockapoo might not have done it knowing he's doing that and done it, intentionally.
Can I just butt in a minute? What happened to innocent until proven guilty? Because at the end of the day, everyone's saying, oh, this, if ifs or buts and buts or ifs, but innocent until proven guilty, yet Cockapoo is being slated to the hills when actually I don't know facts. Everybody in these boxes don't know facts, and probably 2,200 of these people in this live don't know the facts.
Agreed. That's why I said it's irrelevant unless there's 100% proof.
Exactly, and as I say, that Hayley woman, she needs to button up as well.
Who even is I don't think she would come out and say anything because she's, her credibility. I don't think she will come out and say anything. And this is my opinion again, because I've watched some of her stuff and the way she speaks, she has evidence of. I don't think she will come out and do anything if she hasn't seen some evidence.
Show the evidence.
Maybe they can't show the evidence.
Maybe they can't show it yet.
Then they shouldn't be sprouting about it on social media.
Well, Cockapoo as well. She held a live as well, didn't she?
Yeah.
She brought it onto social media as well, didn't she?
Yeah,
exactly. She didn't start it. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I hope this Lisa well. I don't wish her any ill. I hope she's okay. I just wish they'd kept it off here. If you know what I mean?
Yeah. Desperate people do desperate things, don't they?
I understand that, but unless all of us have got facts, none of us can really speak.
No, and that's why I keep saying that's my opinion. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's my opinion.
Yeah, and that's that. Everyone has their own opinion. All I'm going on is that what they've just been speaking about with Cormac and Hayley have just been speaking.